Texans versus Packers.
So I have a lot of love for both of these teams, especially after last week. I had the Texans in teasers and parlays. The Packers was a max bet for me. Actually, it was part of my Triple Crown. Two very, very similar teams. Both offenses unloaded last week. So this clearly had the makings of a shootout, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think very contrarian take here for us at 1 o'clock here at Lambeau, taking the under at 47.5. And I looked at last week as well, and I thought to myself, this is very interesting as to a potential week-to-week reversal, which is something we talked about last week. Zigzag. We didn't talk about it in terms of totals, but it definitely applies here. Last week, C.J. Stroud exploded on the road for the first time in his career outside of the division, 41 points at New England. It seemed like New England started Drake May and then became the North Carolina Tar Heels on defense. But that being said, going to every other time this guy's played an out-of-division road game, 5-0 prior versus the under, including some really low-scoring games against the NFC, 34-7 earlier this year against Minnesota. Last year only put up 15 points at Carolina. And he is actually already 2-0 versus the under against this division, the NFC North this year. Going under at home against Chicago, 19-13. Noteworthy in my opinion. Chicago scored 35 plus the last 2 weeks. This Houston team can defend. And Green Bay coming off and over themselves against Arizona, exploded for 34 last week. Great sell on both of these young quarterbacks. Jordan Love won't move it. This will be a stalemate game. Buy the under here at 47.5.
Yeah, now I don't agree with all your picks, at least not this week, right? But this one, I completely 100% co-sign. I co-sign this play so hard. It's contrarian, right? But it's not obnoxiously contrarian. Those calling themselves sharp and giving out the Patriots last week, that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But this play makes sense. And also Vegas agrees with us. The Sharps agree with us. The originators agree with us. This line had opened up at 48 and a half, now down to 47 in some markets. So I definitely concur. I am there with you. I am on the under as well. Shark is on the under. I'm on the under. We're moving on to the next game.